Hello and welcome to the stream. So you join me again here on Europa, and lovely evening view of what can we call it, Jupiter. I've started to dig out a garage. I don't know if you guys remember that from last time, but we've got a garage being built here for little mining robots, for rovers, and whatever else we can build in the process. It always ends up being nighttime when I start the stream. When I actually start my countdown, it's still daytime, but by the time the start comes around, it's nighttime. So anyway, let's go back inside. Look, my lighthouse is working. I do like the lighthouse. It's a very good feature. Very useful for when I need to go mining, of which I don't need to go mining anymore. And why don't we need to go mining anymore? Because we've got a rocket inside the base. Where else would you keep your rocket? There we go. So I don't think much has changed in here. Much hasn't changed in here. Like I said, I did start to make this all funky, and I was going to do sorting and all the rest of it. But then I actually decided, no, I actually don't want my ingots to go from one machine to another. And the reason why I don't want my ingots to go from one machine to another is I end up building lots of things at the same time. Which means if I put something on, like when I move these machines into here, which I will do eventually, it's just laziness that I haven't. But if I want to build, say, lights on this one, I might also want to build coils on this one at the same time. Whereas if I do one of these funky, well, let's have a vending machine and lots of sorting machines and make it all kind of autonomous, it won't actually let you do that, I don't think. I think you can only build one thing at a time. I might be completely wrong and I need to look at it a bit further, but I like the fact that I can set that to build something and then set that to build something, and probably usually at the same time set that to build something. So all three of them are printing out different materials that I need at the same time. In fact, because I've actually got 3 auto lathes, I've got that one up there, I've got this one here. This one's red because it's the naughty auto lathe, so that's why we painted it red. For those of you who are watching my series, I won't go into that one too much, but I'm only using this one when I really have to. Other than that, try not to use it. And then the last one is down in the experimentation laboratory, which is down here. This one I tend to use, just realised my UI is still off, there we go. This one I tend to use to print stuff out when I can't be bothered to run all the way back upstairs. The base is continuing to expand and extend. So there we go. Still got a lot of finishing off to do, a lot of stuff to build, a lot of stuff to do. My silos for the shuttle. So as the shuttle comes back, it spits out everything, sorts all the ores out here. And remember, the final one separates the gas out. Oh, I can see the jump scare. I know it's coming. Dear, oh dear. So, yeah. So obviously then we've got the gas one that goes and takes the ice up into the atmospherics room. But I do want to get the rest of this done. Now I wanted it. So why did I have to look over? Because I'm very naughty. So I want it so that I can instantly tell at a glance what it is that I've got. So like I've got here, I know I've got 19 blocks of silver, and each block is 250. If you remember, I have got the mod, which means I can stack 250. So I've got 19 times 250 silver, 13 times 250 lead, and 12 times 250 gold, which is really cool. The rest of them aren't labeled, and I was trying to work out the easiest way to get these labeled without me having to run up to each one and kind of go up here. Like I can tell that is the cobalt silo and it's got 12 on it. That's the uranium silo and it's got 15, but like from back here you can't tell. And if I'm running down here on a mission, I keep on forgetting which one's which, so I have to go, oh, which one's copper, and then I have to go to up to each one to find out, to remember which one's the copper one in order to empty it, which is a bit of pants. I was doing each one with logic clips, but it ended up it was just a mess. So I had the silver one working. I think I did that at the end of the last stream. I did have the silver one working, whereby there was a reader and a writer, and it read the silo and basically output the quantity onto a little display here. But by the time I'd got two logic clips up there and the display was right up the top, the two logic clips were underneath it, and there was nowhere to put the actual sign that said silver apart from in front of there, which meant I then couldn't open it. I've already got a computer hooked up to it all for the sorting, and it's all on the same network. So why don't I just put an IC chip in? The downside is I can only have 3 silos per IC chip, so we're gonna need a few, but the program's written, it's really simple. It basically 3 silos, 3 displays, load the quantity and display the quantity onto the appropriate display. That's literally all it does, but we just need to duplicate that code and the resources across, so we're going to do that quick. Right, so first of all I'm going to break this because we need to put the others in. So if I go to that one, 1, 2, 3. I need to get this wired up. So go to right way, thank you very much. You know, when I first started playing this, I was so confused about how the wiring worked, and basically, as long as you've got everything connected to each other, it just works. Let me put our clips in. Thought for a minute they said real tech on them, Relatech. Right, silo data 1, silo data 2. Silo data 3, and then silo data 4. That's not it storing data, that's it getting data out. So we got 4 clips for this one, just because there's so many. Oh, Christ, that's annoying. Right, yeah, so we got our thingies. Now we're going to go build our... Oh, I didn't build all the consoles, did I? Knickers. Running from right to left. So I've done silver, lead and gold. So next 3 I'm going to do cobalt, uranium and silicon. Cobalt, uranium and silicon. So first of all I'm going to plumb these on here. So Cobalt solo. Cobalt display. Uranium silo. Uranium display and silicon silo. And silicon display. And then we're gonna turn heat on, but we're gonna do something a bit clever on here. So we've got silo data's one code there, and it literally is that simple. It's really easy. But I know if I go to silo data 2 and we export that, we've now got that same code that's on 1 should now be on 2, and then all we need to do is change it. So so for 2 we're going cobalt, uranium, silicon, cobalt, uranium, silicon. Cobalt, whoops, uranium, silicon, uranium, silicon. And as I've been really lazy and done them like that, that should just work. And this, just for clarification, we're talking silo data 2, so we get it on the right clip. So if we can confirm that, that's going to silo data 2. That's now silo data 2. We can export that. They should now work, and then if I run out here, we should now have values on those 3. There we go, silicon, uranium, and cobalt. We can just confirm that by going up close. That's 12. That's 12. These should both be 15. 15. 15. There we go. Easy as that. Let's go and set the rocket going. We are fueled up. We're all ready to go. Let's send it on its way. Off the rocket goes. Ta-ra! Okay, so let's turn them into 4. Let's get some stuff. So I'd already pre-fueled the rocket up. Let's just get into a nice position where I can operate the whole thing. There we go. Basically we stay in that mode until the minables go to 0. So turn up your sound because it's pretty cool. Let's watch it come home. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Yes, but whoa. Now I get what you mean, but because it's a 3x3, I can only go 2 out, can't I? And I thought maybe the rocket was over in the corner. But I need to cover a 3x3 hole. So when I've done an airlock so far, so like I've got an airlock here, it can go 2 across, but it can't go 3 across. But I could come in the other way, because they only actually cover 1 square out, don't they? Or 1 grid out. The biggest gates only come out once, so like even to do a 2x2 you've got to do that. So essentially I could stack up that high, but it's still only 2 wide, it's not 3 wide, and it's the 3 I would need to do in order to cater for the rocket. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's get this unloaded. So you'll see as I unload it, they're all going to fly through there. There we go. There's all my stuff flying through there. Going into my my sorting. I was wondering why it was so dark. It's because I've not got my helmet on and I don't have too much light down here, but we should be able to see. I need to get a light wide up down here.